Hello everyone, it's Luphisra here. I'm back to play more of Murders on the Yangtze River. So we're apparently supposed to go to like Luphisra's house. I think it's Luphisra. It's been a week, I'm sorry. This is the courtroom. There'll be no admittance. Okay, fine. Master Lo was murdered? His nephew is the murderer. That ungrateful Lo Shiwen. Yes, it is him. He's even a scholar. Yes, shame on him. God bless me. Okay, so where is his house? This is the... Shen. Is this Lo Shiwen's house? That's correct. Sorry, Officer Ma has issued an order that no one is allowed to enter. Soldier, do you remember us? We're the detectives who solved the low pay case this morning. I remember. You're the accomplice. They literally solved the murder. Accomplice not allowed to enter. Soldier, we were entrusted by Judge Tang, or in Chinese it would be Chang, Judge Chang, to search for evidence. Please let us in. Alright, go in then. Lord has instructed if it's Detective Shen investigating the case, we should cooperate. Your words really work. It's quite hot. Not only is it hot, but it's also very stuffy. Just the beginning of autumn. Why do you start to burn charcoal? Does Lo Shiwen have a weak body, needing to cover himself with a quilt even in the hot summer? Afu, do not make assumptions. Shen, let's finish the shirts as soon as possible and leave quickly. Okay, hold on. Some facts. Okay, the privileges of cultivated talent. A scholar who has passed the county-level imperial examination is known as a cultivated talent. Compared to the general public, they had certain privileges. Number 1. Cultivated talents were able to write a letter of request when they needed to report something to local authorities, while the general public could only write a petition. Number 2. When facing a magistrate, cultivated talents folded their hands in front and bowed as a courtesy instead of kneeling. Local authorities were not allowed to punish them at will. Number 3. The general public could not address cultivated talents by their names and had to greet them as my lord. The front door of a cultivated talent's house was 3 inches taller than others. Number 4. Cultivated talents were exempted from partial taxes as well as statutory labor. Nice. Okay. Newspaper on the floor. Shen, there's a newspaper on the ground. Oh, this is the report of about low pay, but the faces of both people in the photo were repeatedly punctured. Hey, that's the lady we met at night. That, you know, I hope she isn't killed. This should be an act of venting anger. How much resentment must have been in Lo Shiwen's heart? Okay. This wall's a bit strange. This blank space on the wall seems to be cleaner than the rest. Can you analyze the possible reasons for it? Huh? I think that was a portrait or something they're hanging, you know, but it was taken down. There used to be a calligraphy or painting hanging on it, but it was recently taken down. Exactly what I said. Exactly. Okay, so we need to find what was taken down, I guess. Bottom shelf. Wonder what's in this cabinet. Let's open it and see. That's a lot of papers. Many crumpled papers are falling out. Let's see what is written inside. 30 minutes later, did they really read everything? The killer attacked someone with a rod, but it rebounded and knocked himself unconscious. So the victim turned into the killer, and the killer turned into the victim. Shen, it appears that all the crumpled papers in this cabinet are discarded novel manuscripts. Very likely indeed. I didn't expect that Lo Shuwen was actually writing novels. Shen, what do you think of his writing? His ideas are unique, but his writing techniques are not yet mature enough. Is writing technique important, Shen? Certainly. If one only has ideas without proper techniques, it is hard to create a good story. Clearly, Lo Shuwen was not satisfied with his own writing either, having crumpled them into paper balls yet not wanting to discard them. Indeed, Lo Shuwen's life seemed rather awkward. It seems that someone is helping Lo Shuwen improve his writing. These few sheets of paper all have notes written in a delicate and elegant handwriting. The memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, the adventures of the Navy Treaty, and a case of identity. Shen, are these all detective novels? Translations of the Sherlock Holmes series written by Arthur Conan Doyle. Shen, do you think the middle of the bookshelf feels particularly empty? Yes. Judging from the imprints on the partition, there used to be some ceramic vessels in the middle of the bookshelf, but they're not gone. There are some indentions on this paper, but that look like handwriting. I see. These are traces left by a fountain pen. Yes, someone used a fountain pen on the table to write something. But the paper with the written words have already been taken. I might need a pencil or something. Do they have pencils back in the day? I know it's like in China they use like brushes and ink, but maybe no pencils then. But they have fountain pens. Clearly they can have pencils. Never mind. Okay, shit. Who is depicted in this portrait? It's Moriarty, the criminal mastermind from the Sherlock Holmes series. Lo Shuwen hung the portrait of the criminal mastermind here so you could see him while writing. It seems like he admires him quite a bit. No wonder he became a murderer. Some other interesting facts? Okay. Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, he's known as Cao Neng Tao? This is not the Chinese, like, a word, so I might be mispronouncing it. Okay, Cao Neng Tao. The translated name for Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of the stories of Sherlock Holmes. As one of the most significant authors in the history of detective fiction, Conan Doyle originally pursued a career in medicine. After graduating, he opened a private clinic, which unfortunately did not attract many patients. Instead, the novels he wrote in his spare time gained immense popularity. Besides the stories of Sherlock Holmes, he also wrote novels in genres including romance, science fiction, and historical fiction. Good to know. Moriarty. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the translated name. Okay. The famous villain in the stories of Sherlock Holmes. He was dubbed the Napoleon of crime. Outwardly a university mathematics professor with a respectable reputation, but secretly the head of a global criminal organization. Masterminding half of the crimes in London, the inspiration for this character is widely believed to have been drawn from Adam Worth, a notorious criminal of the 19th century. Okay. Good to know. Oops. Clicked outside of the game. Shen, there are some pills in this bottle. Could they be a knockout drug? Let's take a look. Smoking cessation? pills. Does this Lotion smoke opium too? That's highly possible. Wow, isn't this a delivery food box from Cow Snacks? This snack shop is quite famous locally. Let me see what delicious food is in the food box. Afu, don't touch other people's belongings without permission. Although that person's a criminal. I would say to not eat it, but you know, touching it would be fine. Anyway, Lotion won't be back. What a pity you let it go to waste. I'll take care of it instead. A basket of steamed buns. They're all mine. Don't be knocked out. It's so hot here. These buns have stayed here for 6 hours. Be careful. They might be spoiled. Don't worry, Shen. It's not spoiled. These steamed buns are incredibly delicious. Like, way to ruin the evidence of the crime scene. The wardrobe is locked. The padlock on the top is similar to the one at Luphisra's house. Shen, should I try to pry it open? Our Lotion would I'll definitely hide the blood-stained coat in the wardrobe. Alright, it's up to you. Same kind of puzzle. There we go. Okay, holy fuck, that's not a coat. That's a fucking dead woman. What? Like, I suspected that the lady is gonna be killed, but it's not a ghost, it's just a dead person. This is the lady we met last night.
昨天晚上，我们是不是见过他？
沈先生，我好像听到屋内有人叫。这是，又有人死了？难道罗世文又？
军爷，不忙下结论。 先容我们调查一下尸体。
Then, this is the girl we encountered by the creek last night. I also saw her photo in the newspaper. According to that article, her name is Luphisra, editor at the Golden Words Publishing House. She was a longtime partner of Lope, and she was responsible for editing all of his books. How did Miss Liu die? We can only determine that after a thorough examination of the body. Okay. The deceased's face is noticeably bruised and swollen, with a bluish purple color. It's probably caused by strangulation of the neck and obstruction of blood flow. Ay ay ay. There's a deep red mark below the throat with localized discoloration and dermal peeling. There seems to be symptoms of fractured laryngeal cartilage. I have no idea what that is. This is a fatal injury. She was strangled to death. The strangulation mark is thick, long, no sign of finger pressure or crescent-shaped nail marks. It shows a weapon was used. The murderer may have used a rod-like object to strangle the victim. What is this? There are also 2 vertical marks evenly distributed on the surface. Afu, these need to be documented separately. Okay, so some unique weapon was used for this. Got it. The weapon is a rod with 2 vertical marks. Livor mortis was found on the wrists of the body. Abrasions and contusions on the fingertips with minor subcutaneous bleeding. Fingernails and surrounding skin damage, possibly from scratching or clawing. Common defensive wounds in strangulation cases, suggesting victims struggled before death. Livor mortis present at the ankles. There's stiffness present in the toe joint. Blood foamed at the corner of her mouth. There's also white powder on the lips. The white powder looks somewhat familiar. Shen, let me take a look. Sniff, sniff. There's a smell of rice. Yes, it is the crumbs from a rice cake. Could it be that this girl like you ate a rice cake with knockout drugs? It is possible. The jaw joint, neck muscles, upper limb muscles, and leg joints are all exhibiting rigor mortis. Rigor mortis has spread throughout the whole body. No signs of relaxation yet. Like, I kind of suspected that this lady would be killed from like the punctures marks on the newspaper. But man, to hide her in the wardrobe like that? In your own house? Damn, that's rough. How are the results of the investigation? The girl in the wardrobe was strangled by a blunt weapon. At the time of her death, her body shows total rigor mortis with no signs of relaxation. The finger and toe joints are stiff. Preliminary assessment indicates that the victim was killed approximately 14 hours ago. But the time of her death can be influenced by various factors. My judgment may not be precise. It will be advisable to have a coroner conduct further examinations for more accurate analysis. It's good that she did not die during my shift. I wonder when you came on duty. Was there anyone else who rotated shifts with you? Afternoon. Not long before I came on duty. Officer Ma assigned only me to guard. It's currently 2 p.m., which means that you arrived less than 2 hours ago. It seems that you have limited information as well. Then what should I do next? It's a murder case. Go and report to Judge Chang right away. Shen, what should we do next? We need to investigate this room for the perspective of a crime scene. Okay, the bed. Wooden bed. Judging from the color of the wood, it has been around for quite some years. Charcoal pot. Shen, it is really hot in this room. I'll extinguish the charcoal blazer. Shen, look. This is partly burnt fabric, isn't it? This is silk. From its color and pattern, it looks like the same type of fabric as Lopei's lost coat. Could this be the bloodstained coat I've been looking for? Lo Shun was wearing that overcoat when he disguised himself as Lopei. The fabric is quite distinctive, so I don't think I could mistakenly identify it. It seems that Lo Shun used a charcoal blazer to burn the evidence. There's a possibility of that. Okay. Although there remain only fragments, but these should be enough to report to Judge Chang. I keep wanting to say it like in English, Chang. It's like Chang. So my throat is acting up. I'm sorry. Some facts. Xiansheng. Xiansheng literally means the one who is born first in Chinese, but has extended to become a respectful term for a knowledgeable person, regardless of gender. In the Book of Rituals, it is mentioned when you meet a Xiansheng, You should not go beyond the road to engage in conversation with others, which refers to addressing a teacher as 先生. Additionally, this term has been used to address male spouses, official accountants, Taoist priests, and others. In modern times, influenced by the English word Mr., 先生 has begun to be used as a term of respect for males. Okay. Livor mortis. Livor mortis refers to the visible purple-red bruises formed by the cessation of blood circulation and the accumulation of blood in the lower parts of the body after death. Time, pressure, and the cause of death can all affect the shape and color of livor mortis. The livor mortis can be used to determine the time of death, the posture of death, and whether there have been any changes in the state of the body. Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis refers to the phenomenon of muscle rigidity and contracture after death. It usually begins to appear 1 to 3 hours after death and spreads from the masseter muscle to the entire body. The degree of rigor mortis can be used to determine the time of death, but factors such as external pressure, temperature, and the physical condition of the deceased need to be considered. Joint stiffness refers to the gradual stiffening and contraction of muscles after an organism's death, resulting in the fixation of finger and toe joints, making them difficult to bend or flex freely. This condition typically indicates that death occurred at least 9 to 12 hours prior. Good to know. Investigated this. Floor. Shen, look here. I found crucial evidence. What evidence? Footprints. Must have been left by the murderer. How about you take this opportunity to review the method of footprint analysis? You mentioned a proportional relationship between height and barefoot length. Footprint size doesn't equal barefoot length. We should consider the shoe type and features. By subtracting inner and outer differences and allowing for space, you can get the barefoot length. Lastly, multiply the length of the barefoot by 7. Then you can roughly estimate the height of the murderer. And I have no idea what that was said. You remember well. I got it. There are 2 murderers. Their souls are respectively of weight pattern and Soliska pattern. Why did you stop? I carved a Soliska pattern soul for myself a few days ago. Our shoe sole has a weight pattern. After all, that turns out to be our own footprints. Finding clues is really difficult, isn't it? All contract leaves traces. This principle applies to detectives as well. When we focus on finding the murderer, we tend to ignore our presence at the scene. No, today I must regain my dignity. I'm going to investigate every footprint in the house. After searching the entire room, the only footprints I found were mine and yours. Afu, please record this in the case file. Oh? Do you want to record this too? Sometimes the absence of evidence can be just as important as the presence of evidence. Yeah, it's weird. Like, if you're living in your own house, you gotta leave some footprints of your own, right? But because there's completely none means he cleaned the scene before, I think. Okay, let's look at them again. Food box. By the way, how did you know that the steam buns were delivered 6 hours ago? It was written on the note next to the box. The 21st, 7:45 a.m. at the end of the alley, Lowe's house. That is approximately 6 hours ago. You're really perceptive, Shen. If I had known something like this would happen, I definitely wouldn't have eaten those buns. How was the taste of the steamed buns at the crime scene? They were delicious. Not spoiled at all. Which is weird because it's been 6 hours, and even though it's like, I mean, 6 hours is, okay, not too short of a time, but also not too long. I mean, how was it like still fresh? Is my question. Shen, do you think the marks on the wall are related to the murder case? I cannot determine any direct connection at the moment, but it's also possible that there's an indirect connection. I'll also take note of it. Good. There's a report about low pay in the newspaper. The faces of both people in the photo were punctured. This should be an act of venting anger, and we know that. Cabinet is filled with crumpled, discarded manuscripts. Clearly, Lo Shun is not satisfied with his own handwriting. Recently, someone's been helping him practice. Okay. Many detective novels. Okay, yeah, we looked at all these before. The more I think, the more suspicious it is. The words on the paper must be related to the case. It would be great if we could recover the words from the paper. It's not difficult, you just need to use... Good idea! We don't have a pencil, but we've got charcoal. Perhaps we could apply charcoal to the paper. The indentations can be made visible. Press and hold. The words appeared. Take a look and see what it says. Books were written by Lo Shun. Inadequate, low pay deceived us, editor responsible. Final ultimatum, if not reported, extraordinary measures never tolerate. Many words did not come through cleanly. It is fragmented and intermittent. The text is not complete. This should be the second half of a letter. It seems that Lo Shun is accusing Lo Pei of plagiarizing his book. No, not if you truly understand, that's mine. It belongs to me. All of this is mine. I see. It's understandable why Lo Shun will react that way when being accused. Lo Shun also mentioned that the editor had responsibility. Isn't Lo Pei's editor Liu Picheng? Is this the reason why Lo Shun killed her? It is still difficult to make any conclusions now. After another 30 minutes.
先生，屋子已经搜索的差不多了，咱们接下来怎么办？
吕先生是7个时辰前遇害的，命案发生的时间差不多在子夜，也就是我到罗佩家后不久。你我很可能是最后见到他的人。阿福，昨天晚上你在镇上，可曾注意到什么异常？
咱俩分开后，我就去找船长介绍的那位阿大哥了，然后在铁匠铺看他打了一晚上铁，终于把需要的零件做好了。跟命案有关的事，还真是没注意到。
那也正常。
先生，咱们去问问镇上的人吧，说不定有目击证人呢。
虽然可以一试，但案件发生在深夜，有目击证人可能性很低。白天说不定更有希望成为突破口。
啊？白天？案件不是发生在晚上吗？
这么做的理由，是那盒包子告诉我的。
包子 I mean the bun. Sorry, I almost spoke in Chinese. Yeah, the buns. Why? Because it's fresh?
包子啊！
包子适合出现在屋内，与现场的某条线索存在明显的矛盾。
Oh, the warmth.
这条
No?
线索与包子适合在
Oh, sorry.
适合出现在屋内，
7:45. Oh, you mean this?
难道是脚印？
没错，有人将包子拿到了屋内，却没有留下任何脚印。
Ah, yeah, that's true. There are no footprints, not even of his own. That's weird.
这显然是不正常的。
你是说有人清理了现场的脚印？
可能是送包子的人，也可能在他之后还有其他人出入过。无论是谁，此人必定与案件有重大关联。
确实，否则他没有必要清理现场的脚印。
被清理掉的不只是脚印。屋内虽没发现打斗的痕迹，但死者身上是有抵抗伤的。那些痕迹，说不定也被清理了。
凶器很可能也是被他带走的。
没错。
先生，我们快去找这个人吧。可以先去卖包子的那个高氏小吃看看。
顺道再买点好吃的。
吃倒是次要的了。
Well, I disagree. I'm eating while I'm playing this game. I'm eating good. Even if you're solving a case, like, don't starve yourself.
我想搞清楚吕先生昨晚经历了什么。
吕先生，
他为什么会哭得那么伤心？又是怎么变成了今早这样？
Yeah, that's true. She was crying last night. I forgot about that.
吴大娘，这便是案发现场了。
这屋里可真热呀！
又是你们！你们在这里干什么？
当然是在调查现场了。
大胆！断案缉凶是衙门的职责，沈先生管得未免太宽了。
柜子中的尸体是我和阿福发现的，我自然是不会袖手旁观。
Yeah, the judge told us to, like, investigate. Like, if you're so unhappy about it, bring it up to the judge. Jeez.
想袖手旁观也不行啊！谁知道马捕头会不会又把先生当成凶手？
哼！若你们真的清清白白，本部岂能冤枉你们？闲话少说，赶紧出去！本部和吴大娘要调查现场了。
You're incompetent, seriously. Mr. Shen, please leave quickly. If Officer Mars sees you, you'll draw a sword. Again. We already saw him. I have a few questions for you, soldier. I'll leave after asking. Okay, go ahead. Have you seen anyone suspicious, soldier? Everything is normal. Except what? Old Zhou. Oh, Lao Zhou. He was wandering around early in the morning. Isn't it an old man dressed as a scholar? Yes, he's an old scholar. Let's go and ask him. Okay, go ahead, and then the seal on the door. Is the seal on the door pasted by you? Yes, it's me. Can you remember the exact time when you put the seals? Our afternoon, and first went to post the notice on the wall. I stayed for 15 minutes. Then I came here to put the seals and stand guard, so 12:15. Okay, go ahead and Lo Shiwen. Soldier. Do you know anything about Lo Shiwen? Lo Shiwen is a lazy bone. He's ungrateful and vicious. No wonder. Everyone dislikes him. Ungrateful and vicious. Had Lope treated Lo Shiwen well? Lo Shiwen doesn't work, usually. Lope provides him with food and clothes and a place to live in. Did Lope do this because his articles were actually written by Lo Shiwen? Lope is a great writer. He's the pride of our hero town. Even children don't bother to read what Luphisra writes. Okay. This is not the right way. I think the old man. This is the old man, right? Sir. Alas, my heart is burdened with sorrow and worry. Sir, have you seen any suspicious individuals around here? I lament that my heart's desire remained unfulfilled. I have no words to express my sorrow. Shen, it seems like I didn't quite understand. Sir said he's troubled by something and he's not in the mood to talk until he solves it. Sir, what has been troubling you? I'm sad and worried. As if a thorn is stuck in my throat. I look up at the roof and sigh, alas. Looking up at the roof and sighing? Is your trouble related to the eaves? It's my admission ticket on the parched eaves. Wind bullies me because I seem old and weak. What the old scholar meant to say is the wind swept his admission ticket onto the roof. You learn fast. Oh, Shen, it seems that you have started talking his way. Just a joke. Sir, we'll find a way to help you get your admission ticket back. After that, could you please tell us what have you seen in the vicinity? I'll repay you for your great kindness. Yeah, okay, let's just go up here. Afu, there's a ladder here. It's already damaged. If only I brought my invention, the robot hand, I could easily grab things within reach. Long distance water can quench immediate thirst. My brilliant inventor. Well, it is more practical to repair the ladder. The ladder is missing a crossbeam. We need to find suitable materials to replace it. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh, I forgot about these. Okay. Shit. These vertical marks look like some sort of decorative pattern on a rod. What kind of rod would have such vertical marks on it? I can't think of anything right now either. During the investigation, we need to pay special attention. Shen, do you notice a particular symbol at the signature of the letter? Yes, I noticed it too. For now, we're still not sure what it represents. We need to find more clues. Shen, during our inquiries in the town, is it necessary for us to focus on understanding Miss Liu's? Liu, was it Liu? How did they pronounce her name again? I forgot. Interpersonal relationships as well? You're right. That is a good starting point. Golden Words Publishing House is in Yangzhou, and Miss Liu doesn't seem to be a local person either. Interpersonal relationships here should be relatively simple. There's a chance to find someone with a motive for murder. Do the crumbs on her mouth suggest that she had also eaten the rice cake? In theory, that's correct. It seems that methods in both cases are similar. First, incapacitation, then the killing. I am so sorry, I can't pronounce words today. Her hands show clear signs of defensive wounds, indicating she struggled before death. This is different from Lope's situation. Oh, really? Does that mean she didn't actually eat the rice cake? Or the rice cake she ate didn't contain any knockout drugs? Or she was strangled after regaining consciousness? Both possibilities are plausible. At least, the victim was not strangled while in a state of unconsciousness. The role of the rice cake in this case needs further investigation. Shit. How should we locate the person who cleaned up the scene? Let's visit the town and inquire. There might be valuable information. The buns were delivered by Lo Shiwen's two Lo Shiwens at 7:45. And a soldier arrived to guard the door 2 hours before, which is at noon. The suspects must have entered and left the house during this time period. During the daytime, there's also a higher probability of weaknesses. Okay. So, inventory. I don't have anything at the moment, do I? Oh, I can unlock outfits after different chapters. Wow, there's a lot of chapters. You have the long. Some scenes do not support outfit changes due to story settings. Okay, I understand. This one's chapter 6. Okay, I can equip this now. And there's a green one though. But I like this, I like this, I like this. I like this, okay. Outfit change. I got an achievement for that, yay. Okay, this is what we have talked about. Okay, cute. Okay, I need to look at find stuff. Young seller, this is incredible. Young lad, I mean. A ray of enlightenment is bursting from your eyes. You are truly a natural genius in reasoning. Did I really have such remarkable talent all along? Indeed, Wu Lao Kuai have never misjudged anyone's abilities. If you could unlock the reasoning pathway in your mind, imagine the heights you could reach. How can I unlock the pathway to reasoning? You're lucky that I opened my stall today and you happen to come by. Read 10 detective novels from my store and you'll become the reincarnation of Master Law 2. Mr. Hu, we are investigating the murder at Lo Shiwen's house. May I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. Mr. Hu, you haven't told me how to unlock my pathway to reasoning yet. I selected a set of books for you. Once you finish them, you'll become a master of reasoning. We can start with these detective novels. Once you have gained some experience, you can start reading Sherlock Holmes. Save Master Law books for later, as they are more advanced and require deeper understanding. Remember, it's not enough to just read once. You must read attentively, closely, and repeatedly. As long as I read all of them, will I become a detective as skilled as Shen? Of course! Wu Lao Kuai never lie. Would I sell books outside the court if I lied? Soldiers from the court often buy books from me. Each of them have a copy of Master Law's book. Especially Officer Ma. He buys at least 10 copies whenever Master Law releases a new book. Otherwise, could he become the sergeant? Do you know Liu Picheng? Are you referring to Miss Liu, the editor of the Golden Words Publishing House? Master Law's achievements today are largely due to Miss Liu's. Is it Liu or Liu? Liu. I think it's Liu. That's what they said. Miss Liu. Liu's insights. I still have her business card. So, Liu Picheng. Okay. Did Miss Liu know many people in the town? Has she ever had conflicts with anyone? I'm not sure about that. After all, I'm just a bookseller. How much do you know about Lo Shiwen? How ungrateful that brat is. That ungrateful brat is truly the biggest mistake in Master Law's life. Master Law just spoiled him too much. That's why. What do you mean by that? He's completely dependent on Master Law for his livelihood, and he spoke evil of Master Law. It seems like he feels Master Law owes him something. Is it because he thought that Master Law's works were written by him? Just a few days ago, he even claimed that Master Law would put his name on a novel. He doesn't deserve it. What was Master Law's reaction to this? Master Law simply smiled it off. Is it possible that Lo Shiwen was telling the truth? Young lad, you have no idea what he could write. Once he bragged near my bookstore. I couldn't stand it, so I let him write something. He struggled to write even a few words for a long time and eventually went into a fit. Okay, so he's not the great writer he claimed to be. I heard Master Law has passed away. Alas, my heart breaks. I love hearing his stories the most. Okay. Blacksmith? Sorry, I bumped into the mic. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Oh, really? Chongta. What did he say the blacksmith's name was again? He mentioned it earlier and I just forgot. This is the detective Mr. Shen that I mentioned. Shen. This is the blacksmith. He is highly skilled in ironwork. Chongta. I would appreciate your help with the boat repair parts. You're welcome. Chongta, we're looking into the murder case at Lo's house. Can we ask you some questions? Oh, go ahead. About the weapon. I wonder if you have seen a rod with such vertical stripes, Chongta. Rod? Not a clue. Vertical stripes. Looks familiar. Please tell us right now, what is this pattern? Vertical stripes. Definitely seen them before. He can't remember, can he? Of course he can't remember. Well, Chongta, last night, when you were making the parts for me, I came across a small booklet. The booklet had many illustrations of various weapons. Ironwork manual. Take it. Thank you, Chongta. Shen, the recent orders and blueprints of the blacksmith are all in here. It also has the customer's information. Can Chongta the blacksmith write? I heard from Chongta he came from a rich family and even attended private school for a few years. Later, his father smoked opium. He couldn't afford schooling and learned from a blacksmith. Let's see what's inside. The old bamboo dealer requested to reinforce the handle of the bamboo cutting knife. Judge Chang planned to give an orc's tail sword, adding 2 copper rings and cloud engravings. Mr. Cow requested rolling axes on a rolling pin to make dough easier. Lope wanted to order a sharp-short dagger for self-defense. The one stuck in his chest. Ma bought his arm girts for improvement. Chongta suggested adding vertical straps. Judge Chang ordered an improved hoe to boost farming efficiency. Phone pages are all about coppers, farm tools, and so on. Nothing special. Okay. Chongta, do you know anything about Luo Shiwen? An eccentric and unpredictable person. It seems Luo Shiwen has a really bad reputation in town. Even Chongta doesn't like him. I wonder why everyone dislikes Luo Shiwen. He always claims that Lope's books were written by him. Bored by his words. Chongta, do you know Luphisra? No, I don't. Okay, no more questions. Okay. Gao Ping? Guo Ping? No. Oh, Gao Ping. This is Gao Snacks. I can already smell the delightful aroma from the steamer. Let's go and have a chat. What do you like to order? Buns, cake, fried twist and noodle, wonton, tofu curry, no tasty, no penny. We're detectives investigating the murder case at Lo's house. May I ask you some questions? Feel free to ask and I'm definitely cooperate. Okay. Your steam burns are so delicious. Is there a secret technique? Good steam buns must be made with meat in good condition. Did Luo Shiwen often come here to buy steam buns? Luo Shiwen is our regular customer. Usually he prepaid for 5-day worth of steam buns. We deliver them to him every morning. Were the steam buns delivered to his house this morning different from those on other days? No difference. They're all freshly made. But I heard that he has been arrested, so should we still deliver to him tomorrow? This is indeed a big problem. How about this? You deliver them to the court instead. Can you manage both business at the stall and food deliveries at the same time? Yang, the errand runner, takes care of all the delivery orders. Where is Yang now? He's delivering rice noodles to those soldiers. I see. Thank you, Mr. Gao. Feel free to ask. Okay. Luo Shiwen. Mr. Gao, how much do you know about Luo Shiwen? You know his uncle, Luo Pei, is a renowned writer. Right? Our town, Hero Town, was renamed because of him. Business in our small shops have been booming due to the influx of readers attracted to our town. Please tell us what you know about Luo Shiwen. Alas, Master Luo was highly esteemed, but never expected to end up with such an incompetent nephew. Luo Shiwen, a scholar, has passed the imperial examination. After the exam system was abolished, Luo Shiwen turned to opium in despair and lost everything. If it weren't for Master Luo taking him in and helping him quit smoking, I'm afraid he would. Opium is really evil. Yeah, okay, back in the day, there's like the opium wars, and it's very bad. Like really bad. I have ancestors, great grandparents and stuff that also smoked opium, from what I've heard. It was really popular back in the day, but really bad for you. It really ruined lives. Did Luo Shiwen quit opium later? So I hear. But he still needs to take opium cessation drugs daily. Those drugs were also purchased from him by Luo Pei. Indeed. Sounds like Luo Pei has treated Luo Shiwen quite well. Having such a good uncle was truly a blessing. Unfortunately, he's very ungrateful. Okay. I want to even know Luphisra. Luphisra? Oh, you're referring to Miss Lu. That's right, it's her. Master Luo accompanied her to my stall several times to buy rice cakes. I've also seen her and Master Luo taking a photo together right at the entrance of that alley. How is Miss Lu's relationship with others? She should only have one acquaintance in the town, Master Luo. Has Miss Lu have any conflicts with anyone? I know nothing about that. Mr. Gao, please try to record more carefully and see if you remember anything. Why don't you go ask my son? Miss Lu occasionally played with my son, so he might have known her better. I wonder where's your son now? At this time, he should be playing by the creek. My son's name is Gao Tian, wearing yellow clothes. Go and try and find him. Alright. Want to reread Master Luo's books in memory of him? I'm also going to do so. Can't go through here. Why? My commander said no. I guess Judge Cheng got the news. He's worried that the murder suspect might escape. Okay. By the creek. Yellow clothes. Afu, what's wrong? I suddenly remembered the business card I saw earlier. The seal on it looks somewhat familiar to me. Yes, there's a similar shape on this piece of evidence. Ah, so it was the letter. Yes. The outline of the seal matches perfectly with the symbol at the end of the letter. Yes, that means that strange symbol is the imprint left by the seal on the back of the paper. Exactly. Shen, if the person who wrote the letter is Miss Liu, wouldn't the whole situation be reversed? Very likely indeed. Inadequate in the letter does not refer to Luo Suan but Luo Pei. Editor responsible actually means Miss Liu felt sorry for her fault. It means Miss Liu wrote the letter to the publishing house seeking justice for Luo Suan. Not only that, but there are also annotations in delicate handwriting on many of the discarded manuscripts. The handwriting in the annotations is the same as the handwriting in the letter. So the person who was revising Luo Suan's manuscripts was Miss Liu after all. Wait, if that's the case, then why would Luo Suan kill her? It wouldn't be him that killed, right? I'm so confused. Shen, let's hurry and go to the creek to search for clues. Where is the damn creek? And I need to find something to fix that thing so I can grab that thing. I can't go in. Shen, bamboo can be used to repair the ladder. Uncle, we're detectives helping investigate cases. Can you cut off a section of bamboo for us? We can use it as the beam of the ladder. As beam? The ladder's beam. Oh, okay, alright. I heard Master Luo was murdered by his nephew. You also heard about this? What a terrible thing. Luo Suan was incredibly lazy, loafing around all day and relied solely on his uncle. It's unbelievable that he would kill his own uncle. It's a shame that someone as talented as Master Luo had to come to such a tragic end. Here we go! A section of bamboo long enough to be used for a beam. Thank you, is a beam. I can handle that. It's done. Afu climbed onto the roof. Nice walking skills. Seems that the paper on the roof isn't the admission ticket. You already knew it, Shen. The 4 books annotation looks like the cover of a book. It is a book, but perhaps not a very good one. It is a cheating tool. How should we explain this to the old scholar? I've searched around on the roof, but there is only this piece of paper. Show it to him first. Okay. Admission ticket. An admission ticket is used in ancient imperial examinations. It contains information such as the candidate's name and seat number. When candidates submit their exam papers, they must peel off the admission ticket to keep for comparison when the results are announced. The admission ticket often includes additional information such as the candidate's height, facial features, and birthmarks, which facilitate the examiners in verifying the candidate's identity through visual characteristics. This book is a unique cheating tool for the imperial examination in the Qing dynasty, 1636 to 1912, which was only 1/14 the size of a traditional bound book. However, it contained a complete text of the Great Learning, the Doctrine of the Mean, and the Analects of Confucius, as well as detailed annotations by prominent scholars from the Song dynasty. The characters were extremely small, resembling the size of a mosquito's head, yet the strokes were remarkably clear. It has been recognized by the Guinness World Records as the ancient book with the smallest size and text among over 100,000 kinds of ancient books existing in China. Let's talk to this old man. Is this what you wanted? Please take a closer look. This is the 4. Oh, it indeed belongs to me. Thank you, gentlemen. You're welcome. Just help us with our investigation. Go ahead, go ahead. A dead body was found at Law's house. Did you see anyone suspicious in or out this morning? This is a big matter indeed. I've got it. If it's a murder case, that man seems highly suspicious. The old scholar's a witness. That's great. Please provide more details about it. He has a snake head and rat's eyes, holding a weapon and carrying a box. He must be the murderer. I dare not speak without certainty, but I know that this object resembles an iron club. Resembling an iron club, it's indeed possible to be the murder weapon. If you to apprehend the murderer successfully, I will go to the court to identify it. Alright. Since it is finished, young man, could you help me take a look at the list?
Huh?
See the list? Sir, are you mistaken? This is not an admission ticket, but the cover of the 4 books annotations. What? What? It's not my admission ticket? I lost my admission ticket. It must have been left at home. Ah, the old scholar may have poor eyesight, but he walks quite steadily and fast. I'm stacking a little bit. What do we do? Okay. Quick. Shen, look, this is Makino bamboo. After carbonization, this type of bamboo can be used to make excellent filaments for lamps. Nice note. Shen, that green fish looks so beautiful. This type of fish is called Bangana decora. It is a unique species found in Hunan province. Wow, it does sound delicious. It'll be great to have a fishing rod. Do you also want to eat fish, Shen? I just want to go fishing. Then let me make a fishing rod for you, Shen. No, let's investigate the case first. Seems like you went through some internal struggle. He really wants to go fishing, but he cannot. Okay. Let me save first. Okay. And I'll take a quick pause here. You know, I want to keep eating my snack a little bit. Yeah, I just need a break. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.